Welcome to the Makeover Your Mindset podcast. I'm Cassie McKenzie. Think of me as your BFF for manifestation and high vibe mindset makeovers. It's my personal mission to turn your inspiration into action so you can be, do, and have everything you've ever dreamed of having in life. This podcast will focus a ton on creating fulfilling relationships with money, friends, and soulmates, and inspire you to have fun so you can live the most extraordinary life you've ever imagined. If you're ready to take to the next step, then you've come to the right place. Thanks again for joining me. Now let's begin. For those of you who are just catching me for the first time, my name is Cassie McKenzie. I am a money mindset coach for women who want to pay off their debt and build up their savings so they can travel the world and live their best life. So a lot of times though, I'm just going to get right into it. I worked in corporate America for 20 years. And when I worked in corporate America, it was sometimes fun, sometimes a necessity, and sometimes a soul-sucking 8 hours of my day. And I know I used to live for vacation time, being able to travel the world. My husband and I absolutely love traveling. He's from South Africa. I obviously am from America, but our 3-year-old has been to 9 countries already, I think, maybe more. But, as far away as Bali, South Africa, you name it, we've, been on our way there. So anyway, I, for one, always lived for vacation time and trying to maximize the amount of time I had off. I used to work remotely, so that made it a little easier. But I know that was one of the things that when I started on my personal development journey, I realized that if I was going to work in corporate America, I couldn't just live for vacation time. I needed to somehow develop a life that really felt like a vacation. And a lot of times though, what I realized is, and what I see in the clients that I work with, is that there's a lot of things that block you from living this best life. And there's a lot of limiting beliefs around what's possible and what's in our control or what's not in our control. There's a success principle that says, you're either at cause or you're at effect for everything. If you're at cause, then you're taking responsibility and saying, I can change this. If you're at effect, then you're saying, well, my job doesn't let me do this, or my coworkers won't let me do this. And so therefore it's impossible for me. And there's a blend of both that happen when we're doing these personal development things. You start to notice how much you're willing to take control of and how much you do have in your power. If you're part of my private group, the Badass Manifestation Queen, then you hear me say all the time, especially in the 30-day challenge I just hosted for manifesting $3,000 in 30 days, you heard me say all the time that your thoughts create your reality and your thoughts become things. So if you change the quality of your thoughts, then you can change the quality of your life. So once I realized this, everything changed for me, and I realized that I could just create a life that I didn't really have to take a vacation from. I think that's a quote from, or a paraphrase quote from Seth Godin, or I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but maybe you've heard of him too. But really that became my mantra, and it really became everything that I wanted to live for, and creating this life that really feels like I'm on vacation every day. Part of that has to do with obviously working remotely, being an online coach, but outside of that, really doing what I want to do and what I feel aligned to. I don't really say yes to a lot of things that I don't really want to say yes to anymore. And I help my clients figure out what exactly has been what they have been sort of saying yes to that they don't need to be saying yes to so much, so that they don't feel like they're making decisions for other people and they're making decisions for themselves instead. How many times have you tried to make yourself happy by listening to what somebody else wanted, and then you end up freaking miserable because you're like, God, I wasted my time doing this, when like my intuition and my higher self was telling me it was a bad idea or like bad timing or what. I know that's happened to me like a ton of times, but not so much anymore because I make decisions from a different place. Outside of that, though, like you might have, fears that it's not going to work out or that someone's going to get mad, or you might have fears or about like underlying beliefs that you have about what's possible for you. And maybe, especially with money, you feel like you're not even worthy of the amount of money or success or the job that you really want to have. And you second guess and doubt yourself so much that it makes it go away and it's not even a possibility. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So when you are looking at being aligned to what is really the best outcome for your life, just ask yourself, does this make me happy? Is this going to make me happy? Does it feel good inside me to say yes? And if the answer's no, it doesn't feel good inside me, then I recommend finding a different thing to do. And like, for example, if someone really is trying to force you to come see them on a weekend that you really don't want to go see them because you've got other stuff to do that would honestly make you feel like, a little more at ease and a little more, I don't know, like, accomplished in your own self, then maybe say no and do what you need to do so that you feel better inside instead. If it's money that you want, then ask yourself, like, the decisions to buy or not buy something, does that make you feel good or bad? Because if it's making you feel bad, then it's just going to bring up more situations that make you feel bad about money. And while I'm on the topic, that's my specialty, is helping people with their relationship with money to help them pay off their debt without even thinking twice about it and build up their savings so that you can do more cool shit in your life. Like, life is short. You may as well take advantage of it while you can. And money is just a tool that helps you enjoy your life even more. And I'm here to help you get more of that tool in your hands. So, unless you're okay with waiting until you're 65 to finally enjoy your life, like, by all means, go ahead and do that. But if you're in the other category where you're like, no, I don't really want to sack away money into my retirement fund and then get to 65 and wonder if I can even, like, do the same things I wanted to do and live my life and feel fulfilled at the end. So, if that's how you are, then it might be a little more urgent to fix your money mindset right now. And that's where I come into. So you may have heard me talking about this retreat that I'm holding in Bali. And if you guys haven't been to Bali, Indonesia, you are in for a treat. It's actually a really, really cool place that is really like a spiritual hub. It's very it's really I want to say cosmopolitan in a Bali kind of way. It's I was so blown away when we went there by like all the cool things that you can do, like the spirituality that's there. There's like temples right next to the beach. It's amazing. And I have reserved a private villa for a Money Mindset retreat that I'm actually hosting in November. So what is going to happen here? At this retreat, if you are looking to repair your relationship with money, and you're like really serious about doing it, you will have 7 straight days of coaching, group coaching, community support, like one-on-one with me, and really work through all of these issues that have been holding you back from that next level you really want to get to. And if you're like me, you're a high achieving person and you always want to get better. Like, I'm always reading new books and watching new trainings on money mindset. Like, you would think if I'm an expert on it, why would I need to listen to it? But to be honest with you, I learn something new every day, and it makes me excited to learn even more about it personally. So you're basically going to go from like having struggles with money, or maybe like doubts and fears and worry about whether you are completely worthy of the money that you want, and turn into defining yourself as a boss lady that makes bank. And it all comes down to your identity. That identity level and how you look at yourself and how you look at how worthy you are with money is what is the determinant as to how much money that you are going to get. So you can't just like read books and not look at that side of it. You've got, or take free challenges and not look at the side of like what your identity says that you deserve around money. You've got to do all of it. And that is what I am here to help you with. As a trained practitioner of like higher level techniques like neuro-linguistic programming, I can actually help you rewire your subconscious brain into the identity of a person who really like makes a lot of money and keeps a lot of money. And if you want to donate a lot of money, then do that too. Like whatever the tool is that you want, it's there and it's there to support you. So you are going to flip that switch internally from having struggles around money and like what you're worthy of to becoming rich AF. And when I say that, I mean like you start to do this work and it might be around money and it might be like your finances that spur you on to make these changes, but you start to see major improvements in other areas of your life too. Like you will suddenly become more intent on becoming more healthy. You will have better relationships. You will have better, times at work and at business. And, it's just, you become overall like even a more high achieving person. And with that, I just want to, invite you personally, if this is you, to join me in Bali. And I am so excited about this retreat. And it happens over Thanksgiving week. Like if you're from America, then you know obviously what Thanksgiving is. And it is the best time to show gratitude for not only like what we have, but what's coming to us too. And it's a perfect week for us to be surrounded with all of this spirituality as well as Thanksgiving and gratitude and big money vibes and being able to mold all of them all together and create lifelong friendships with other people that are going through this too. And a major transformation. So as far as what's included in this retreat, you are going to be staying at a private villa that is actually the same villa that if you follow Manifestation Babe, she had her recent retreats there too. And it is so cool. I can't believe I found it. It's actually really, it's got like 2 pools. It's a 10,000 square foot villa. We're going to have a private chef, poolside yoga. We're going to do the group coaching every day. We're going to do excursions on into Ubud and some of the other like major temples and big like Instagram worthy snaps that you'll get in these really neat areas of Bali. And also like you won't have to like lift a finger to do anything. It's all taken care of for you. All the airport transfers are included. It's 6 nights and 7 days. And as of, right now it's looking like it's going to be an amazing, amazing trip. And what was I going to say? Oh, it's over. Sorry, I was like, had a brain fart. Over a year's worth of group coaching is included. So we're going to do about 4 hours every day. And when you add all that up, it actually adds up to what a typical group coaching program would be for an entire year. And in the afternoons, you can go explore Seminyak and go to the beaches and go to some of the really cool places that are nearby. And then we're also going to have like guided meditation and journal clubs and all of this so that you'll have like a really major chance to have some like lasting change in your money mindset that honestly, I personally can't believe I'm like offering it for the price that I am because it is such a good deal. Like just the group coach, just like a one-on-one coaching 3-month package with me is about the same cost it was like $3,000 and it's about the same cost as what this retreat is. And this retreat includes like so much one-on-one contact that it's worth over $21,000 like when you add everything all together. So I am so excited to bring this to you. If this speaks to you at all, feel free to reach out to me. I can schedule a call and talk to you more about it if that sounds good. If you're like on the fence, I would claim your spot now though, because like they are going to sell out. And I do want you to know that I'm here to support you the entire way. And you are like completely capable of totally having all the money and abundance and prosperity and love and everything that you could possibly want in life. And this is like your one chance that you could take right now to get there. So when you look at what your life could be like in 3 months after you're leaving this Bali retreat, and you imagine what a difference your money mindset has, like what you think and you breathe and you just like feel about money after you're done with a retreat like this and being so intensive and all together, that transformation is going to translate into like so many kick-ass goals that you will have going into the new year that I am there to support you 100%. I'm just so excited for everyone who's having the chance to do this. So thank you guys so much. Like I said, if you feel more comfortable hopping on a call with me, just DM me. I can send you the link to schedule a call. I could actually probably put it on in the comments of this video too. But I'll also put the link to the retreat. It's at makeoveryourmindset.com/Bali. I advise you get on it now so that we can get started. There's some free one-on-one coaching that's available before we even go so that we can get on the same level and get you started before you even get to the retreat, which I am so excited about because I love being able to, start a retreat or start this sort of meeting with an idea of where we're already going to get to. So thank you guys so much. If you have any questions at all or need anything, please feel free to reach out anytime. I'm so incredibly excited to bring this to you. And let's create a life that feels like a vacation. This is the way to do it. Get your financial freedom. Feel more at ease with money, feel like you can accomplish anything, and I will be seeing you all very soon. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you so much for choosing to push play on another episode of the Makeover Your Mindset podcast. If you absolutely loved today's episode, please take a minute to screenshot the episode, put it on Instagram, tag me, and let me know what's working for you. I absolutely love hearing from each and every one of you, and I love being able to bring this podcast to you on a weekly basis. Also, please take a minute if you're loving the podcast and leave a rating and a review. I absolutely love each and every review that's been put on iTunes. They help us reach more people, help more people find out about the Makeover Your Mindset podcast, and keep the good stuff coming to you. Thanks again so much. I love you all, and I look forward to meeting here again next week.